Have you been to the manatee capital of the world?
You know, I didn't know there was a manatee capital of the world. I'm dying to go. I've heard that you've gone recently.
Oh yeah, and we're gonna do better than here. You're gonna see it, because I went on a little trip to Plantation on Crystal River, and this time I got to take a tour with the gentle sea puppies that are known as the manatees, and I hope you do too. Let's take a look and see why it's so much fun.
About 20 years ago, there were only 1,200 precious manatees around Florida. And now thanks to places like this, Plantation on Crystal River, through nurturing the population, also helping to educate people to love beautiful manatees. There are over 8,000 around Florida now. And I really want to go see them. And now you're going to get to go see them as we go check them out on Crystal River. And now we are hanging out by the water. This is Paul Cross, Director of Operations here at Plantation on Crystal River. Paul, why is it that manatees is such a good learning experience for both the kids and then the parents as well?
Manatees are a unique creature. They're a 3,000-pound puppy dog, so to get in the water with them, it really grabs their attention.
Yeah, I've done it before. It's just memorizing. They're huge, but they're lovable, and they like people. That's what's so great about it. And what's good about you guys is that you've taken the extra step during the COVID times to make sure everyone's socially distant, but still pretty close to the manatees.
Yeah, we say we wear a mask of a different kind, you know, a mask and snorkel, and we go above and beyond with the sanitation of our equipment. The boats get bleached down every day. You know, we understand the conditions that we're living in now, and we're doing the best we can to make sure everybody's safe and keeping their distance. We're specializing in semi-private tours and private tours, so we're doing everything we can possibly do to make it safe for people and enjoyable at the same time.
And also it's nice if you don't fly right now because you're afraid to. We don't know a lot of mystery around that. You can drive here if you're nearby.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of that. We call it a drive-cation, right? So they drive to us. It's a one-stop shop. You park your car. You don't got to get back in it. You can come over and use the Adventure Center. You can play golf. But the manatees are definitely our claim to fame. So we want to highlight those guys and get these kids out there and families out there to enjoy what we think is the best thing that Florida has to offer in the manatees.
And I'm glad you mentioned that, because I think it's important to note that you guys don't take the manatees for granted at all. You do everything to make sure you are environmentally sound in that department.
Absolutely. Just like we want to keep the people safe, we want to keep the manatees safe. We promote passive observation, let the manatees dictate our experience. You know, they come and go at their own free will. So when we can do that, we trigger their natural curiosity. You know, the manatees have no natural predator, so if we can trigger their curiosity, that's when the magic happens.
And what's great is that when you take the family to experience that magic, you guys are a one-stop shop compared to other places in the area where you can experience everything at the same time.
Correct. So you park your car, you roll out of bed, you can have breakfast in our West 82 restaurant. You walk down to us, we're going to give you a wetsuit that's twice as thick as anybody else in the area rents, so it keeps you floating, so it's very less strenuous that way. We're floating on the surface motionlessly. The manatees come to us when we get back. If you don't have to stay in the hotel, you can go to our shower facility and get showered up. So you literally don't have to leave. You can go back to the West 82 for lunch, for dinner. So you don't have to leave again, go anywhere. Just stay with us and play with us.
Just float around with manatees. It's a win-win. Oh my gosh, was that the craziest experience of I should take this thing off, my entire life. Not only did I get to just go hang out right next to manatees, literally inches from them, I got to hear her munch. I listened to her eat dinner. You don't think you can hear that through the water. That's how amazing this kind of experience is. It was like religious for me. It's blowing my mind what just happened, but this is one of the coolest things I've ever done. Just for the manatees at Plantation on Crystal River.
I'm crying just thinking about it. Leslie?
That was beautiful.
Don't you want to go?
I do.
Wouldn't your kids love that?
They would love it. Beautiful. It looked like fun, too.
Yeah, it's great. And if you guys agree with me and Leslie, for more information, you can visit plantationoncrystalriver.com. And for daily photos, you can follow them on Facebook and Instagram at Plantation on Crystal River. And we'll be right back.